Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Money Lion 300 at Talladega Superspeedway. It is the final race of the Xfinity Series custom schedule season. It is championship week. So originally we were supposed to have the Truck Series race tonight, Xfinity tomorrow, Cup on Wednesday. We're going to alternate the Xfinity and the Truck, so the Xfinity Championship will be tonight. The Truck Series Championship, if you were hoping to watch that tonight, will be tomorrow. Reason for me swapping it around is because I left my sandals at work again, and I planned on using the steering wheel for the Truck Series Championship, but not the Xfinity Series Championship, so we alternated that. But regardless of the fact, we will be seeing some action here tonight as promised. Later start time because I got off of work late despite the fact my hours changed. And then, so by the time I got off the golf course, it was getting pretty dark. I got something to eat. But we're good to go now, and we will get this thing in completion here tonight. The championship for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Talladega Super Speedway. Jacob Westbrook. MONRT25 Gamer, welcome to the stream. Jackson Thomas, welcome. Your championship four coming into tonight. Kyle Busch with a thrilling last lap pass for the win. Yesterday at Darlington advanced himself in to the championship four. He likely was going to point his way in, but the win definitely secured it after Ross Chastain blew a tire off of turn number 4. Briscoe, who was the closest driver to clinching a playoff spot last night, that did not finish second. He was in a must-win situation there. Tough break for him, so he will not be in the championship 4. But again, the 4 drivers will be Kyle Busch, Anthony Alfredo, who is in off a win at Las Vegas in the round of 8, and then the 2 drivers to point their way into the round, or the championship 4, I should say, are 2 junior motorsport drivers, Michael Annett in the 1 car and Justin Allgaier in the 7. So those are the 4 drivers running for a championship here in this one. Patrick Shadley, welcome to the stream. So here we go. I'm doing pretty good here, Jackson.
Let's go.
Qualifying for the championship race here tonight at Talladega Superspeedway. Looks like I'm going to have to change the battery on my control, well, change my controller out, so Kyle Busch trying to get speed for me in NASCAR Heat 5 and even Heat 4 for that matter, also just not there. Qualified towards the back. Won't be a good start for him tonight, but the unpredictable Talladega. We'll find out in 300 miles who will be the champion for this Xfinity Series season. It's been one heck of a season, to say the least. The playoffs alone, the crazy finishes have continued all the way through the first 2 rounds. Now, in the championship 4, I would have to assume with it being Talladega, that will continue. R6, welcome to the stream. Darren Collins, welcome to the stream. The championship race at Talladega. Kyle Busch with a 51.091. He's going to qualify 34th, so a rough qualifying position there. Braden Thompson, welcome to the stream. Don't worry, Darren, it's not going to be a late night. I'll be ready to go at work in the morning. So here we go. Looks like Justin Allgaier will be starting from the pole here today. Again, he is one of the championship 4 drivers. Josh Williams starting at the back. Ray Black Jr. looks like he struggled in practice. He'll get ready to go here. Kai Tai G, Ultra 07, welcome to the stream. Angel, welcome as well. Here we go. The green flag is in the air. The championship race at Talladega is underway. Who will win it all here tonight? We'll find out in a few hundred miles. Michael Annett, Justin Allgaier, Kyle Busch, and Anthony Alfredo going for the championship tonight for the NASCAR Xfinity Series custom schedule season on NASCAR Heat 5. Been a long-awaited season, but we have gotten to this point. Look at Busch making moves already. 4 wide down the back straightaway. Staying in the gas, trying to get to the front of the field as quick as he can. Heck of an initial start here for Kyle Busch. Picking and choosing the lanes that are working out for him here. He takes it 4 wide to the bottom off of turn 4 again. He is absolutely hauling his way through the field. Look at this. From 33rd to 17th in 1 lap. That's unbelievable. Heck of an initial start for Kyle Busch. Now to the back bumper of the 38 of Jeff Green. Down to the bottom lane. It looks like 2 packs are starting to form out just a couple laps in. All the way to the bottom of the track. 4 wide again. No, Busch slammed into the 98 of Chase Briscoe there accidentally, of course. Busch got really tight into the corner as they were going 4 wide. They're still 4 wide. That didn't work out as well as it did the first 2 times. And here comes Alex LeBay now to push the back bumper of Kyle Busch through the center of the tri-oval. Busch gains a few more spots that lap. Austin Cindric in the lead. Unfortunate turn of events. He will not be in this championship battle to the end. One of the heavy favorites coming into the playoffs. Just didn't go all that well for him. And the same goes for Chase Briscoe. Yeah, that move with Chastain to the 42 for sure. I'm not going to say it surprised me a little bit because for whatever reason I was just kind of not thinking he was going to move up. Although I think he's ready to move up. It kind of took me by surprise. I don't know why. I was thinking a guy like maybe Eric Jones is going to find a ride. And if Eric Jones doesn't go to the 48 car, which Bubba Wallace news just broke also that he'll be joining Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin's team starting next year. For those of you that didn't see that, I saw that right before we went live tonight. So that has become official. So really Eric Jones to the 48 makes sense. It's either going to be Eric Jones or Kyle Larson at this point. And I feel so bad if Eric Jones doesn't get the ride. Because where's Eric Jones going next year? It's not going to be a good team, a winning team. And Eric Jones deserves a winning team. Kyle Busch up to 3rd. Highest running of the championship 4 drivers right now. Pole sitter Allgaier. One of the other ones is falling back to about 7th. Kyle Busch, though, man on a mission here at Talladega today, trying to win the championship. He is going to get up to 2nd place. He's got a big run on the leader, Cindric. Kyle Busch to the bottom for the lead. Affiliated teammate of Brandon Jones behind him. Cindric is hung out to dry from 33rd all the way up to the lead in less than 5 laps for Kyle Busch. Talk about a man on a mission. Grand Champions for you. Welcome to the stream. Busch will lead his first lap of the race at the line. Again, the championship 4, if you're just tuning in, Justin Allgaier, Kyle Busch, Anthony Alfredo, and Michael Annett as they go 3 wide for 2nd place. Jones fading back in the middle. Not a lot of help on the top there for Austin Cindric either. He's starting to fade back. Matt Mills in the 5 car had a big run. Looks high. Busch with the block. Look at them stacking up now behind. Allgaier still in the mix there. He's 2nd in line in that middle lane. Oh, Kyle, man, he got really loose through 1 and 2 quite a bit there. And now a car to the outside of him looking for the lead again. It's Matt Mills. And here comes the 7 of Allgaier. Battling for the championship lead. They're 3 wide for 2nd. In the early going of the race, Allgaier had him at the line. Well, no, he wouldn't run the 95 car because Levine Family Racing's shutting down at the end of the year, so they're not even going to have a team. I mean, I don't know. It's a last resort, but I don't even know if Jones would take a JTG Doherty ride because it's not competitive. He's never going to win in that car. Yeah, it's a tough decision for sure. Caution's out for the first time tonight at lap 7. Matt Mills, your race leader. Jeffrey Earnhardt going to hit pit road here, so is Jeremy Clements at the back. Alfredo running in the back of the field right now. Maybe knowing that everybody's racing aggressively up there, maybe he's just trying to miss the big one for whenever that happens. Single car incident will likely be the cause of this first caution. Ravish, welcome to the stream. Here we go. Matt Mills will restart from the lead. And the green flag will be in the air for Mills. Busch going to try to lead the outside. Busch doesn't have to win tonight. Well, boy, it's tough to really race the guys you need to race for a championship at a track like this. And the best position you can put yourself in is if you're leading. Busch trying to lead the outside lane on the restart. He is really even there with Matt Mills. Trying to side draft the cars on the bottom. That was a big side draft there. He almost got into him, but Mills clears off of turn 2. And side by side for the championship lead again. Busch doesn't have a lot of help behind him. Mills on the outside in front of Busch. Justin Allgaier back to the lead. Chastain behind him. Busch is all over the back of Mills, trying to give him a shot, but it's just not working out for him. Chastain looks high, looking for the lead. He's come close so many times this year to a win. Likely had the win last night at Darlington. He blew a tire while leading the race off of turn 2. He had about a second lead on Busch. He had the race won if that didn't happen. Busch ended up bringing it home to victory in an epic finish there. And we have had 3 last lap passes for the win in the 6 playoff races. That includes a photo finish as well. That was not one of those final lap passes for the win. Ethan Trendler, welcome to the stream. Now Allgaier stuck on the outside there. Busch going to jump to the bottom underneath Gregson and behind Tommy Joe Martins. Gregson looked to go up the middle, but that got blocked off quickly by Martins. Riley Herbst trying to follow his teammate Kyle Busch. This is the last race for the Xfinity Series custom schedule season. We still have the championship for the truck and the Cup Series, and I plan on doing 2 seasons for each series anyway for NASCAR Heat 5, so we'll still have 1 more season for each. All the way to the bottom of the track there. Oh, Busch couldn't quite clear Martins. Joe Graff Jr., meanwhile, quietly in second place with Chastain back in the lead again there. Truck Series will be tomorrow night. Cup Series on Wednesday evening. What we'll be shooting for this week for those championship races. Allgaier really faded back on the outside. They're 4 wide back there with Allgaier's. Busch, meanwhile, almost got... Oh, man! Big push in the center of the corner from Herbst that almost turned Busch. Trying to get the help he needs. Chastain's way out ahead of the pack. Here comes the run by Busch. Nowhere to go with it in the center of the corner. He looks high anyway. Momentum stalled out slightly. He is all over the back of Chastain and looking for the lead. Just can't quite get to it. Under to go. Busch is, and he is pushing him now. Yes, it is a charter for that Jordan and Hamlin team. I did see that. NASCAR, I know it's on the NASCAR app because that's what I got alerted by. I don't know if they actually broke the news or not, but that's where I saw the news literally about 5 minutes before I went live tonight. Yeah, it will be a charter for next season. So they likely bought the charter of Germain Racing, if I had to guess. Because Spire Motorsports picked up the charter that Levine Family Racing would have had. So I'm going to guess that they picked up the charter that the 13 team of Germain Racing had this year. Because, of course, they're closing down at the end of the year, too. So they will still have all 36 charters. Landon Sports Talk, welcome to the stream. Yeah, we were just talking about that there, Landon. Oh, big block all the way to the top and bottom there by Busch. A little early, but wants to keep the track position as much as he can here today. It's all or nothing for the championship tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that scramble of the pack. One car has lost the draft way in the back, though. I mean, they're going 3 and 4 wide center of the pack, and we even saw when Busch was cutting through there in the opening laps of the race, he was going 4 wide a few different times. Cindric, the second most winningest driver this year with a great run, despite now running for the title. Oh man, Busch just about stuffed right into him. Cindric had a massive run on the outside. Look at Jeffrey Earnhardt trying to pull the bottom. He's got a big run down there as Cindric now propels himself to the lead, and here comes Jeffrey Earnhardt, maybe trying to help out Kyle Busch, who holds on to second. I'm not sure how long the Hamlin deal is with Bubba Wallace. I would assume it's probably a multi-year deal, especially with starting up a team like that. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. There was no details on that from what I saw. I didn't read into it. I literally just saw the headline. I would have read more into it if I had time, but I had to get this in tonight. Cindric is not pulled away from Busch. Busch is there. Jeffrey Earnhardt trying to leave that outside lane all of a sudden. He's got Jesse Little right behind him. Even Little's been close to winning a couple races this year. '2020 is definitely weird, that is for sure, Ravish. I don't think anybody could have predicted that before the start of the season, that's for sure. I mean, there were rumors and stuff of this happening for about a month or so now, but I mean, if you look back even like 3-4 months ago, I don't think anybody really saw this. Busch to the bottom for the lead. He's going up the track just a little bit to maybe side draft off of Cindric. Trying to clear him himself here. He might need a little bit of help because he could not clear him fully off of turn 4. Cindric fights right back. Here comes Clements. Clements restarted in last. On that last restart about, well, less than 10 laps ago. Cindric still leads the lap, but Busch is going for it right now. We've seen nothing but aggressive racing from the start. I'm sure you'll see that throughout the rest of the race. Although you have the championship 4 in this one, anybody can win at Talladega. Therefore, last race of the season, why wouldn't anybody want to win this race? Very tight there between Riley Herbst and Austin Cindric. And here comes Alfredo, who restarted at the back also. One of the championship 4 contenders after winning the first race of the round of 8 at Vegas. He's on the outside, right behind the 22 of Cindric. Now ducks in line in that middle lane behind Riley Herbst. And Cindric's hung out to dry. He doesn't have a lot of help right now. See if anybody joins him down the back straightaway. Oh, Herbst had a big run up the middle. Not sure where exactly Alfredo went. He's still stuck in line behind him, it looks like. Busch trying to control all the lanes going into turn 3. Felicia, welcome to the stream. Oh boy. A little loose there. Oh, that's terrible. That sounds like a mess I would not want to be there for. Oh, and Alfredo now to the outside. Busch couldn't pull up and clear him. He saw him there at the last second. Side by side for the lead. 2 championship 4 drivers. Clement's going to give Busch a little bit of a push here. Rafael Perez, welcome to the stream also. Oh, 3 wide to the bottom. Clements kind of hung out Busch. Busch has a little bit of help from Cindric. Oh, Cindric about got the 21 of Alfredo. 4 wide back there. Oh, more contact between Herbst and Gregson on the inside. More contact. Herbst just shoves Busch out of the way. That's a little interesting. They're teammates, but Riley Herbst going up the middle, and now Cindric up the middle. 4 wide as Kyle Busch is on the very outside near the wall with no help. Has to hold his line. How crazy things got so quickly, and he's now outside the top 10. Just kept getting bumped up out of one lane to the next lane to the next, and there was just no more room for him and no help. He's still in that outer lane, but there are 3 wide luckily instead of 4 now. Cindric in front of Busch. Problem with running the outside is if the big one happens, there is nowhere to go in this lane. There are a lot of drivers jockeying around for position. Oh, Cindric pulls the block on Busch. Cindric gets loose in the middle of the pack and saves it. Unbelievable. Cindric tried to pull up and block Busch, but there was absolutely no room there, and he saved it while we were going 3 wide in the middle of the tri-oval. That was a sketchy situation for Busch to be around there. Look at how many spots he's lost. He's all of a sudden back to 18th after leading just 2 laps ago. Look at him get the run. He's able to get right back down to the bottom. Huge run coming from Kyle Busch. We got a little tight there. Busch just searching around for any sort of a draft he can get right now. Oh boy. Yeah, Jackson, we were talking about that in the chat here over the last handful of minutes. The Hamlin and Jordan, Bubba Wallace news situation. Ooh, Alex Abey pulls up right in front of Riley Herbst. Oh, Herbst got... I don't know if that was loose or tight, but he definitely washed up the track. Busch saw that, moved to the bottom right underneath him. Caution. Second caution of the race. 90 laps to go at Talladega. Jeff Green, your race leader. We'll have 86 to go when we go green. Chad Fincham, the only driver hitting pit road here. Kyle Busch going to hit pit road also. Put his first set of tires on the race car. No damage to be repaired, luckily. Vinnie Miller going to hit pit road. A lot of drivers all of a sudden hitting pit road towards the back. Might as well. I don't see any of the Championship 4 drivers pitting outside of Busch right now. We'll see. Nope, none of them. So Busch, the only Championship 4 driver hitting pit road there, so that's a little interesting with the strategy. Yeah, a lot of NFL injuries yesterday. I did see that. Luckily, with the race being on Saturday again, I was able to watch the Packers, so that's pretty cool. And Kyle Busch did not have the restart that time as he spins his tires. He's going to lose quite a bit of ground. Compared to the first couple of start/restarts that he had, this is definitely the worst, but hopefully they don't lose that pack ahead of him. He does have his teammate Riley Herbst behind him, so hopefully they can work together. I don't know. Hurt's not wanting to give Busch a shot here. Vinnie Miller is going to give Kyle Busch a little bit of a push here. Man, they have absolutely lost the pack ahead of them. 5 cars all of a sudden at the back right now that absolutely lost the draft. Kyle Busch spun the tires on the restart. That definitely didn't help him. These guys are going to have to stay single file, but Hurt's trying to make a move high. At least Vinnie Miller willing to stick it out with Kyle Busch right now. Push him right back up there. And we'll get to see Kyle try to work his way through the pack again. Joshua White, Junior Car 17, welcome to the stream. No problem for being late, still in the first half of the race. Approaching lap 30 this time by at the start-finish line. I believe Jeff Green's still in the lead. Kyle Busch has led a few laps in the race, multiple different times. And they've gained about 4/10 of a second, Busch and Miller have on the pack ahead of them here, so that rate they'll probably catch them either at the end of this lap or next lap. Busch could just cling on to the back of that pack here. He's still got Miller staying in line behind him, but he's pulling away from Miller now as he's getting the draft off the pack ahead. That's going to make it 31 cars in this lead pack now. And look at the run Busch has in the draft, over 200 miles an hour. That is insane for an Xfinity Series car. You usually don't see the speeds out of these cars on the super speedways like the Cup Series, but you saw how big of a run Kyle Busch had there, but he's still got no help behind him. All the hell, oh no, wow, Matt Mills just got loose off of turn 4 and just about wiped out into the side of Jesse Little. Second time we've seen a car get that in the middle of the pack here tonight. Oh wow, Busch got tight, but luckily he had the 36 of Alex LeMay cleared there. The car just kind of steps out every now and then, but when you're going this high of speeds, perfectly explainable. Wow, what a move. Clean, but 4 wide and tight. Evan Board 23, welcome to the stream. Oh, a little contact. Busch got tight up into turn 3 again there and kind of got into the side of David Starr, but everybody's keeping it going. And Busch still keeps the run going as well. Slices and dices through the pack again. Michael Annett, one of the Championship Ford drivers. Oh, there wasn't a lot of room there. This has been fun seeing Kyle Busch come from the back to the front so many times today. He's been making some very risky maneuvers to say the least, but they've worked out for him so far. No, Coda's not hosting the All-Star race. Texas Motor Speedway is hosting the All-Star race. Oh, man. The Circuit of the Americas is getting a Cup race. Texas losing one of the Cup races. I guess NASCAR kind of talked them in. Okay, we'll give you the All-Star race if you get one of your regular season dates up, which is probably the way it went down. But yeah, I don't like the All-Star race going to Texas, but it seems like that was the only way they were going to get Coda on the schedule. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of that racetrack, honestly. I feel like there's better road courses that they could have went to that are already within NASCAR, like Road America, perhaps. But I'm sure the news isn't done breaking yet of new tracks coming to the schedule next year, and that's probably part of why they haven't even announced any sort of a schedule for next year yet either. Just a small part in many different aspects of why that's the case, but looks like Justin Allgaier's at the front of the field right now. We haven't seen Michael Annett towards the front a lot, but we've seen periodically Anthony Alfredo, Allgaier, and Busch up at the front throughout the course of the race of the other 3 Championship Ford drivers. I'm sure we'll see Annett by the end of the race. I've seen him a couple times, but yeah, I just think Coda's better for open wheel racing. It just, the layout of the track, I mean, it's a good track. I just don't know how it's going to work for stock cars. And granted, we haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to be too quick to judge it. But there's a lot better road courses, I feel like, compared to Circuit of the Americas. A large part of why they wanted to go there than some of these other road courses has to do with it's in Texas. Eric Eastup kind of covered on it a little bit too, that it's within 3 major cities, within a few hours of 3 major cities in Texas, versus Texas Motor Speedway really doesn't have a major city anywhere near it. Outside, well, Dallas, but that's it. So that might be a little bit, a lot of it really, to have to do with COTA getting a NASCAR Cup Series date. Yeah, I would have rather them went to Canadian Tire Road America, quite honestly. And they're tracks that we've seen NASCAR races at, so we know for a fact it should put on really good shows. COTA's hit or miss. I think it's going to be either a knock your socks off kind of a race the first couple years there, or it's going to be kind of dull. I think it's going to be really hit or miss. But if you would have went to like a Road America, I feel like it would have taken that risk out. You know you're going to get a good race there with stock cars. No, they're not going to do 2 all-star races in one season. That defeats the purpose of an all-star race. Oh, wow, Chastain very aggressive with the side draft there on Busch. And Busch is going to pull down right behind him. See Harrison Burton, Justin Allgaier doing the same. Chastain's got a huge head of steam. Busch to his back bumper, giving him a shot underneath the Cindric for second. 77 to go. Laps are ticking away pretty quickly here tonight, as they usually do in these Xfinity Series races, with Ross Chastain trying to get a run on the race leader, Jeff Green. Green's been out in front since the restart. Oh man, Busch didn't push him very cleanly. He didn't hit him square, or stay on him square, rather, and Chastain got a little loose, but Kyle just kept pushing him, and Chastain drove his way out of it. And here we go. Now they're kind of ganging up on Jeff Green. They're looking high. And now Chastain wants to go low. Busch will go low. Really trying to hang out that 38 car of Jeff Green, and they have closed the gap. Right on the back bumper of the 38 car. I think Green's more or less trying to break the draft, and Chastain goes low. All the way near the double yellow line. Look at the synchronized run the cars on the inside get, and Green throws the block on the inside. Now they look to the outside. Caution. Caution's out. Third time today with 76 laps to go. Jeff Green still in the lead there. We'll restart with 72 laps left. Second set of tires going on Busch's car here. Trying to stick with the same strategy now as the Championship 4, who are this time. Yes, they are. So all the Championship 4 drivers will be coming to pit road this time, and you're going to see a lot of drivers that pitted under the last caution staying out. Landon Castle, the only driver out of the race so far, so 35 drivers still in this thing with a shot to win it. And the top 9 all stayed out under that caution. Green flag back in the air, and for the second straight restart, Kyle Busch is going to spin the tires. He didn't have a problem with that the first couple, but the last couple he's had a problem with it. Luckily it stalls one of the Championship 4 drivers, but the other one, Anthony Alfredo, able to get on by. Oh man, that's really going to split apart a couple of these packs, and Allgaier looks like he's going to be a big loser on the restart. He's hung up on that third lane on the outside with no help, at least until they get down the back straightaway. Somebody's going to have to get Kyle Busch a shot here, or somebody else is going to have to lead the pack. And now Jeffrey Earnhardt will align bumpers with Kyle Busch, trying to get him going. 15 cars in the lead pack. .71 laps to go. So we've gotten up to speed. Busch a lot quicker this time, able to catch up to the cars ahead of him. It seems like you can definitely feel the momentum, the draft off of the cars ahead. $15 people currently watching this championship race for NASCAR Heat 5 custom schedule season. Thanks for everybody tuning in. 17 now. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We've got daily NASCAR content such as these full race NASCAR video game live streams with a realistic broadcast on the daily. Truck Series Championship tomorrow at Vegas. Cup Series Championship for the Southern 500 will be Wednesday for our respected championship mode seasons. And look at this, 4 wide. Busch to the inside. Oh no, he almost made it 5 wide, but Busch kind of lost the momentum. There's still 4 wide though for a short moment. Now down to about 3 wide in the center of the corner. And now it seems like the packs have kind of merged together once again. Kyle got a little bit of a shove there from Jeffrey Earnhardt. Moves back to the inside. Chastain all the way to the bottom. Right in front of Busch. Busch wants no part of it. He goes high. Man, that stalled out the 21 of Alfredo back behind him. Busch up the middle now between Chastain and Nemechek. And now David Starr on the outside. Chastain really side drafting Busch on his left rear corner panel there. Oh man, Green got loose. Down the back straightaway, Busch is making moves now, looking to the inside for 4th on LeBay. Oh, Riley Herbst just about turned Brandon Brown up there. They get stuck on the outside. Jesse Little's getting way out ahead, and Busch all of a sudden's up to 2nd with a big run on Jesse Little. Little had a huge lead. No, my smile's not broken. It's never broken. I smile a lot. It's hard for me to get a genuine smile when I'm not in the middle of already smiling, if that makes sense at all. It probably doesn't make any sense at all, but I have to have pure joy to just like that. There's the smile. There's the smile there, Felicia. Robbie, Herbie Solomon, welcome to the stream. Jesse Little blocking Kyle Busch, trying to hold on to the lead. Busch to the inside. And here comes Alex LeBay. Chastain, Nemechek. Joe Nemechek did win at Talladega earlier this season. Missed the playoffs though because he finished outside the top 20 in the point standings, but trying to go out with a bang. Winning 2 Talladega races in the same season. 67 laps to go. Oh boy. We'll decide a champion. Only driver in the championship 4 in the top 5 right now is Busch in the lead, but that could change literally any second. Looks like Alfredo's trying to leave the outside lane further back there. They're running 3 wide from about, looks like 8th or 9th on back. Chastain looks high. He's got Nemechek behind the boy. Chastain got loose into turn 3, but he stays on the gas, and he's trying to give that outside lane some momentum. They are coming, and now he is up to about 2nd place. Alex LeBay tries to pinch him off a little bit. Busch with a little bit of a block. That stalls out the outside. Watch Alfredo up there. He's getting a little bit of a run. Not sure who's up there pushing him. And they're 3 wide now for 2nd place all of a sudden. Jesse Little pokes into the bottom. Again, the championship 4. Kyle Busch, Michael Annett, Justin Allgaier, and Anthony Alfredo as Chastain works to the outside, but he can't clear Busch. Busch with a side draft, and now push from behind from Little. Kyle Busch back to the lead again. He holds him up. Chastain never officially took the lead. He didn't lead a lap in that stretch, and now Alfredo's moved to the bottom, and he's worked his way up to about 4th or 5th here. Kyle Busch leads at Talladega with 65 to go. All of a sudden, Chad Fincham's up towards the front of the field. Oh boy. Herbie, I will be using the wheel tomorrow for the Truck Series Championship at Vegas. I did not want to use it at Talladega because we've had problems off and on a lot over the last couple months, pretty much since NASCAR Heat 5 came out. So I don't know if it's the game or the steering wheel with the game for whatever reason, but it disconnects on me at random times, and we did DNF once because of it. Actually twice if you count one of the career mode races too. So I definitely did not want that to be the case at Talladega, because I know if it disconnects, the big one's going to come out. We're likely going to DNF. So, but I will be using it at Vegas tomorrow for the for the Truck Series Championship. So definitely stay tuned for that. Kyle Busch leads the race. David Starr is up to 2nd. Ray Black Jr., Jesse Little, Chad Fincham, top 5. GP Racing, welcome to the stream. Win the race for sure. I don't know, man. It's Talladega. Anything can happen. We've seen Busch move back and forth through the field so many times already in the first half of the race. Things are starting to get very dicey. Middle of the pack again. Still no signs of Championship 4 drivers in the top 5 outside of Busch leading. Well, there's somewhere in that pack. There are about 5 or 6 cars that have lost the draft back there as well. At the back, not sure if any of those guys are it. They could be waiting. We've had 3 cautions today, but the big one has not stricken yet. But we have seen over the Super Speedway race on this Xfinity Series season, the few we've had already, that we have seen 1 or 2 big ones virtually every race. Heck, we even saw one or two of them in the Cup race that we had here a few weeks ago. Kyle's doing a great job mirror driving through the center of those corners. Man, David Starr got a huge run on the outside, but Vinnie Miller pulls him back with that side draft, so Busch never had to really go high to stall the lane out. But now some help there for David Starr real quickly from Chad Fincham. Yeah, of course, Monday Night Football is going on right now. And see, with Monday Night Football going on right now, the fact that we're actually getting a good showing here tonight for the championship race, that is good to see, of course. Glad you guys are entertained right now. And there's another caution. 4th caution of the race. Cannot make it on fuel to the end from here. Still 2 sets of tires left for that 54 team. So Annette is the closest Championship 4 driver in 16th right now. Alfredo really fell back in the middle of the run. He's back to 26th. Allgaier in 34th, last on the lead lap. So he lost the draft. He'll pit. Might as well being that far back. Josh Williams, Landon Castle, the only 2 drivers out of the race. We'll have 57 laps to go when we go green. Busch will stay out of the pits and keep that track position. It's not what it used to be, but I think it's a little bit better of a broadcast without Booger McFarland, if we can all agree on that one going into this year. Without Booger McFarland and Jason Witten, might I add. Man, that broadcast has been atrocious the last couple years, which is a shame because Joe Tessitore is a really good broadcaster. He was just stuck with terrible color commentators between Witten and Booger McFarland over the last couple years. Witten didn't broadcast last year, but he broadcasted the year before, and then Booger was on that crew 2 years in a row. Yeah, and unfortunately, Joe Tessitore is no longer with that Monday night crew, at least. But he's a really good broadcaster. Oh, wow, Austin Hill goes way up high. Remember, he won the season opener at Daytona this season. And now this is the problem for Kyle Busch. He's getting way out ahead of the pack. Brandon Brown's up to second, followed by Cindric. Brown's getting a huge run on Busch after Busch got way out ahead of the pack. On that restart, they close into the back bumper. Cindric now looks high. 56 to go. Colby Howard making some moves up towards the front of the field. Oh, look at that block all the way to the top. That run by Baccarella in the middle was pretty hefty too. There's a fourth line on the outside. Gonna have to watch them as well. Being led by Austin Cindric. And now the three lines off of turn 4. Brown looks high. Gives up the bottom. Here comes Nemechek. Cindric still coming all the way at the top of the racetrack. Busch goes all the way up high to block. All the way back down to the bottom. They're 4 wide for second place. Oh my goodness. Great blocking abilities there by Kyle Busch. And he's able to hold on for now. They're 4 wide. Tommy Joe Martins with a run. Busch on older tires. Some of these guys on fresh tires. Look at Cindric's run. He was all by himself there. My goodness. How was Busch able to hold on to the lead? The drive by Kyle Busch tonight has been so entertaining. Whether he's at the front, at the back, in the middle of the pack, it doesn't matter. He's making moves all over the racetrack and they're working out for him. Cindric, he's not going to be able to block that. He's getting pushed by Brandon Brown. Austin Cindric to the lead into turn 1. Busch, I believe, still led the lap. Tommy Joe Martin's going to give Kyle a push on the bottom. Couple of tandem draps going on. Oh, Brown gets loose off of turn 2. Busch taking the run on the bottom of the track. Busch is clear again and back in the lead. Yeah, ESPN's definitely been in a downward spiral. And here comes Michael Annett all of a sudden through the field. He is up to second place, trying to lead the outside. He goes all the way up high. Busch definitely wants to block him of anybody. He is racing him for a championship. And now Brandon Brown trying to give Annett a push, similar to what Brandon Brown was able to give Cindric. Oh, Michael Annett. That middle lane. Oh, Busch got a little tight getting off into turn 3. Luckily he had clearance. Still holds on. Yeah, I haven't watched really any ESPN television, at least in a handful. I mean, it's probably been since I was in high school. I used to watch it every morning before school, and it's just not the same anymore. It really isn't. Obviously, I get up a lot earlier for work now, so it's not like I really have time to watch anything anyway, but yeah, it's just not the same. Well, if NASCAR had the Talladega finale for any one of its series, this is exactly what it would be like. It's definitely chaotic tonight, that is for sure. I don't want it to be the finale, but for the sake of a video game, why not try it once in one of these 3 series? I didn't want to do it for every series, but I figured let's do it for one that isn't the Cup Series. Oh, look at the 4th lane. Austin Cindric squeezes in there 4 wide. What a move. I didn't even think there was a hole there, but he got through it. There was no contact either. The 90 of Cesar Baccarello was giving him one heck of a push. Annette trying to side draft off the 22 of Cindric, trying to pull him back. Annette wants to stay up towards the front of the pack here. There's been no green flag stops today. 4 cautions total. Everybody's only pitted under caution. Oh, wow. Busch barely got back in front of the 44. Net gets shuffled out of line again. They're 4 wide again for 2nd place. And in the mix of all this, Busch almost lost the lead to Cindric. He got his bumper out ahead, but he couldn't quite clear him on the bottom earlier. They're stacked up and tight. Vinnie Miller, Riley Herbst make a move, and that's lost some spots. They're still 3 and 4 wide back there. Vinnie Miller now trying to come up through the outside. Oh, they go even higher. Justin Haley, great super speedway racer. He is back inside the top 5. He had a great run at the Daytona playoff race. Really his only good run in the entirety of that first round. He was a first round exit in the Xfinity playoffs here. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. Wow, this is insane. I'll leave NR 2003 as a possibility in the future, but for what I have scheduled and lined up in the near future, it wouldn't be something right I dabble with like in the winter time when things slow down for me just in general. But outside of the channel and with work, you know, we're still at our peak time, so that's why I've been getting off late all the time in the summer. That'll start slowing up in the winter. I'll start getting off on time, if not a little earlier every day. So, yeah, it'll... And obviously I won't be golfing at all in the winter time in Northwest Ohio, so... It'll free up more stuff for the channel, I feel like. Stuff that wasn't originally planned on my agenda, but... Oh boy. Man, I really don't know how Busch has held on to the lead every lap since the restart, even before the caution came out. He was battling these guys pretty well. I mean, Kyle Busch has led for every bit of 10 to 15 laps consecutively at Talladega, and it has been nothing but 2, 3, 4 wide behind him the entire time. How badly he wants to win this championship today, and has pulled off all the stops so far, but he is by no means done yet. Jackson Pittner, welcome to the stream. I've only waited so long in between Cup videos is because I wanted to catch up with the Xfinity. I wanted to finish the Xfinity and truck season before we finish up the Chase for 8 with Johnson. So that will be coming up on Wednesday. For those of you that want to see that championship race in our Chase for 8 series with Jimmy Johnson. So it'll be at Darlington. It'll be Wednesday evening. No official start time, but you could plan on it being right around 5 o'clock-ish would be the start time for the race so we can get it done at an early enough time. It's a 500 miler, so I know it's going to take a couple hours at least, so. And this might be the moment where he loses the lead, and there it is. Kyle had a good run for about 10 to 15 laps, holding on to it. Oh man, he got a little tight in the center of the corner. Jeff Green all over his back bumper. Fincham with the run, and things have gotten crazier now mid-pack all of a sudden. Busch finds his way back down to the bottom, but he fell back to 5th. Oh, Bilicki with a huge block on Busch. About turned himself going into turn 1. Jesse Little back out in front again. Bilicki gets shuffled out of line. Busch up to 3rd. Brian O'Born, welcome to the stream. GP favorite driver is Ryan Blaney. Oh boy. Busch all the way to the bottom. Underneath Chastain. And we got some cars hitting pit road, 2 of them at least that time. Probably drivers that have not pitted under either of the last 2 cautions. Hopefully none of them are. No, well, we do know at least under the 1 yellow, the first of those last 2 cautions, all the Championship 4 drivers pitted, and then they all stayed out under the last caution, so they will all still be on the lead lap at least for the next 10 laps before they come onto pit road. Chicken Alfredo. Either I missed something or he's mocking Anthony Alfredo's name, which it could be. It could be. Either one of the 2. Oh, man. Jesse Little with a block on Kyle Busch. He about turned himself in the tri-oval. Busch trying to get around him. Oh, they're going to have to go high. There's a lap car on the inside slowing up the field. Oh, man, Little almost ran into the back of him. He moved high, almost ran into Busch. Busch back to the lead. Chastain follows, and that really stacked up the cars on the inside. Busch and Chastain way ahead of the field now. Thanks for subscribing there, Brian. You ate McDonald's together with Natalie Decker. That's pretty cool. She does seem like a nice person. Just, there's probably more people deserving of that truck ride, but not knocking her on her person at all. I don't think anybody is whenever they make any sort of Natalie Decker jokes. She knows how to race on the super speedways. I'll give her that. I mean, the typical just stay low and go, it works, man. It really does. A lot better chance of avoiding the big one if it happens too, if you're on the bottom of the racetrack, especially since they took out the grass at Daytona and Talladega on the backstretch. Well, at least at Talladega on the backstretch, but part of the backstretch even at Daytona too, so you get more of that room to go low if you have to, versus if you're in the middle or upper lane, you just got nowhere to go and it's all luck. Yeah, truck race will be tomorrow night. No scheduled time for that either because I work, so it all just depends when I get off. It's supposed to be off at 5, but I didn't get off tonight until 6, and I played 9 holes after. So yeah, I don't know. It's all up in the air. I have scheduled times for work, but I never seem to get off at the scheduled time. But I know what doesn't change. I better be in there by the scheduled time. I wish I could come in like a hour later if I stay a hour later the night before, especially working the long shifts, but that's just not how it works, unfortunately. Evans Gaming Channel, welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, I was not paying attention there. I was looking at the chat too long, and Briscoe up the middle is going to get to the lead. And meanwhile, Anthony Alfredo back in the mix. Briscoe with a block on Little up on the outside. Alfredo trying to push Kyle Busch on the bottom. There is a lap car up here of Noah Gragson about to go a lap down. Busch trying to get around Briscoe for the lead. He's got a Championship 4 driver of Alfredo right behind him. Busch is going to get to the inside of Briscoe now for the lead. Briscoe might try to go up the track to draft off of Gragson. Busch side drafts him. And by himself, Kyle Busch. Oh, he couldn't clear him. Alfredo to the inside, 3 wide after getting pushed from the 07 of Ray Black Jr. Oh, man. Busch about got turned there by Haley. He made slight contact with the 4 car of Jesse Little as well. Alfredo side by side for the lead. He got shuffled out of line by Ray Black Jr. now, but it's Alfredo leading the Championship 4 drivers. Here comes Michael Annett. Annett, another one of the Championship 4 drivers. 3 of them now inside the top 7. Oh, 3 wide to the bottom goes Busch. Alfredo hung out to dry still, and now Annett leads the Championship 4. As he sits in 3rd, Busch. Oh, big move. He's going to get under Chastain. 75 laps complete at the line. Busch looks to the outside. Oh, man. As they split Jesse Little from top to bottom, Busch's run faded on the bottom. Busch is in the wall. Busch is in the wall. He got really out of shape going into turn 3. He stays high to let everybody avoid him. Oh, and this is a treacherous situation, getting pushed in the pack as the cars were approaching him at a much faster rate. Yeah, just one race on the channel for the presumably future truck race tomorrow. Cup Series Championship on Wednesday. That's what we're playing for there, Brian. Wow, Gragson got loose there, but Gragson is a lap down in the way of all these leaders. He's trying to be the first driver a lap down, and here's Allgaier now. So we have seen all 4 Championship 4 drivers inside the top 15 at Talladega in the second half of this championship race. Fight there. Yeah, definitely wish you good luck on that for sure, Felicia. You and Anthony Hanley both. Your racing careers and where you guys want to go with them. On 105 for the AI difficulty. Landon Kelly also welcome to the stream there. Well over 20 people watching currently right now. Again, please subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. We got these full race live streams on the daily. This is the championship for the NASCAR Xfinity Series custom schedule season. It is the championship for Allgaier, Kyle Busch, Anthony Alfredo, and Michael Annett racing for a championship here. All of them in the top 15. I think Alfredo might have fallen outside of the top 15. Wow, Busch got out of shape again there. He's got a little bit of damage to the rear bumper after the push that came from behind when he was at a much slower rate, and that has really loosened this car up quite a bit. Non-stop intense action so far. And green flag pit stops, at least for Kyle Busch, will be coming up soon. A lot of different drivers are on many different pit strategies. And if we don't get a caution, he's going to have to pit under green. He's going to lose a draft if he has nobody to go with. That could be problems for Kyle Busch. They're right on the edge of that pit window to make it to the end also. Oh, man. Well, we know the leader's pitting. Busch just got underneath of Allgaier. Michael Annett's in there. Busch is going to have to come to pit road. Now he's on the outside. He's going to have to outbrake a couple of guys here, and he will. Got to make sure he doesn't speed. Can't speed, and he doesn't. Perfect way to get to pit road. It'll be a 4-tire stop with 35 laps to go here at Talladega Super Speedway. Gonna save that second of damage there. That was a perfect job by Busch getting to pit road. Ghost Destroyer, welcome to the stream. Last race was last night at Darlington. Again, we got daily NASCAR content on the channel. We do these streams every day. NASCAR video game live streams. Then we got other daily NASCAR content also. prediction videos, post-race analysis videos for the actual Cup races, stuff like that. 15.6 second stop there that time. Busch wins the race off pit road of all the guys that pitted with him. Luckily, there's an accordance there, and 3 of the 4 championship drivers all pit. I'm not sure if Alfredo pitted as well, but these guys have to stay on the lead lap, knowing the lead pack will be coming here. This has made it a very interesting race, to say the least. I doubt we're going to stay green to the end. Ray Black Jr., Kyle Busch, way ahead of the pack back behind him. Brent Collin, welcome to the stream. Oh no, Ray Black Jr. Oh man, Busch tried to stay in front of him. He didn't want to get hung out to dry, and he wanted to stay above the lap cars all coming to pit road. He about turned himself. Oh, they're up to 14th. Ray Black Jr. still behind him, going to give him a shot. 80 laps complete. Again, not sure where Alfredo's at currently. Kyle Busch might be the leader of the championship 4. It's tough to tell. I'm not sure what strategy he's on with the pit stops, but this is getting good. Now they're pulling away from those guys behind them, but if they get in a big pack, I don't think these 3 cars, Chastain, Busch, and Ray Black Jr., are going to be able to stay together and stay in front. Everybody will have to make a stop by the end of the race, even those that still haven't pitted. There are 9 drivers that have not yet hit pit road, likely because they pitted under that last caution about 17 or so laps ago. So things will cycle itself out before the start of the race. Oh gosh, I wasn't paying attention there. I tend to do that every now and then. I look at the chat too long like I did there and make a mistake. Luckily, I didn't slow these guys up too much. Thankfully. Yeah, my favorite team is the Packers. There, Felicia. I've worn a couple, well, pretty much since the start of the season. First 2 Sundays, I've worn my Rodgers jerseys on the stream. I wear my NASCAR stuff usually on Sundays, but with the races being on Saturdays, I've been able to showcase the Rodgers jersey. But yeah, hey, thanks for watching those older races there, Brian. They will never be lost in the archives. 3-car train between Chastain, Ray Black Jr., Kyle Busch. Things getting a little shaky off of turn 4 there. Chastain and Busch have been near each other a lot in the last few races. Oh, Ross couldn't stay in front of the 54 and the 07. They go high. They need to stay together. Busch does not want the pack behind him to catch him. And Michael Annett is in 13th, so he is leading the pack back behind. Annett wants to go for a championship. Busch, Ray Black Jr. have been working well together. They're going to team past Chastain for positions there. Busch not going to pull down in front of Chastain until Ray Black Jr. is clear. Hopefully these guys get organized after that. And now they're clear. I still don't think we're going to stay green to the end of the race. I'd be shocked. We've had 4 cautions total. And the big one is not stricken yet, believe it or not, with less than 30 to go. There's a little spaced apart with the green flag pit stops. The worriness for Busch is, where is Alfredo? He knows he's ahead of Annett and Allgaier, but Alfredo, that other guy in the championship 4, not sure. Yeah, I've not worked at a golf course, no. I've contemplated it though. I mean, I would get the free golf. I golf so much anyway. I've been getting memberships since I started. That's how I play so much, and that's how I've gotten good. Just playing every day. Get the membership, and first year I played, my dad bought me a membership, but then I paid for it every year after that. I was still in high school at the time too. I didn't have enough money for a membership at the time. He bought it the first year, and then I saved up enough money the second year when I would have been 17, I think, 18, somewhere around there. I know it's my 5th year playing, so I was probably 17 when I started. There's something I always wanted to do. I just never had clubs and never had the money to really go myself. Yep, Truck and Cup Championships. Truck will be tomorrow night. Cup Series on Wednesday. Guaranteed there. Vegas for the Truck Series, Darlington for the Cup. 21 there, Herbie. Just turned 21 about a month ago. Man, it's already been a month. Jeez. Oh no, Ray Black Jr. and Chastain just hung Busch out to dry. Busch trying to block him up near the wall and trying to stay in front of these guys. Barely able to do so. Not sure how far back a net and those guys are back there. 26 laps left. Andrew Hollenbach, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I mean, I just love the game. I picked it up. I've always wanted to try it. And obviously everybody that has played golf or just starting out knows how hard it is when you first start, no matter how old you are. If you never swung a golf club in your life, it is the most difficult thing in the world. Like, well, things have just changed here. But anyway, it takes a lot of practice to get good. And wow, a lot of guys are trapped a lap down. Caution will fly once again. Allgaier was actually still on the track. I thought he had pit, but I guess not. So Allgaier's still in this thing. Michael Annette's on the lead lap. Alfredo. So all the Championship 4 drivers are still on the lead lap and inside the top 15. Hemrick will get the free pass in 16th. Final set of tires will be going on the 54 of Kyle Busch. Might as well to the end of the race here. You'll repair that 1 second of damage. Here we go. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Busch will restart middle of the pack at 15th. There are just 16 drivers on the lead lap, but most importantly, all 4 Championship 4 drivers, Allgaier, Busch, Annette, and Alfredo are on the lead lap, so they will all have a shot still to win the title. And they can't fall further back than 16th. Luckily, Busch did not spin the tires that time. 15 cautions now in the race. And we have just 22 laps to go to decide it all. It's been wild all night. I think it's about to get more wild. Who will win the championship? Oh, wow, Busch got a huge shove from behind. They're 4 wide. Herbst got really loose there. Vinnie Miller gave Kyle Busch one heck of a shot. Allgaier got held up on the outside. Busch still taking the run. Down near that double yellow line, and all of a sudden, Alfredo is now about to be passed by Kyle Busch. Anthony trying to hang in there in that middle lane. Michael Annette sitting in 3rd right now. Alfredo hanging right.
Looking inside now.
Oh my goodness, I completely forgot to change the control. We're good. We're good. Oh man. Everything's okay. My controller disconnected. It looks like there's going to be a wreck up in the pack ahead. I am really sorry for that, but... Okay, caution. Whoa, thankfully. Thankfully, there's a caution. We'll reset. We'll repair that damage. We'll try this again. I meant, and I even stated to you guys after qualifying that I was going to change my controller because I knew my battery was low, and I just completely forgot to. We're okay. Audio should be back. Audio should be back. We didn't DNF. Less than 5 seconds of damage. Everything's alright. We'll reset. We'll go back at this again. Oh my gosh. That couldn't have scared me more. That was not a realistic broadcast call, but in the situation of what that was, man. Slasher God, welcome to the stream. We got 26 people watching. We have less than 20 to go after the 6th caution of the race. Who will win the championship for? Now 17 drivers are on the lead lap. And still the championship 4 are up there on the lead lap as well. 95 laps complete at the restart. And will this be the final restart of the race? And we know caution can come out on the last lap to end the race, so you can't wait until the last lap to make that move for the championship. And Busch just got into Allgaier there, but there is no lifting at this point in the race, especially if you're in the championship 4. Busch finds himself in that 3rd lane on the outside, maybe not where he wants to be. He's got Tommy Joe Martins lined up behind him. The 0 of Jeffrey Earnhardt in front of him. Oh no, door to door, heavy contact between the 20 and the 54. Kyle's starting to fade back through the pack a little bit. Busch moved down as Harrison Burton moved up, and they made pretty heavy contact, and now the 0 gets sideways in the center of the corner. Busch goes low to miss him. He makes contact to the car on the inside. I believe that's Vinnie Miller. No, it's Josh Bilicki. My goodness. Yeah, Saints and Raiders are playing tonight. For anybody wondering, but the important thing is who's going to win the championship, and Kyle Busch has been in the thick of heavy contact and near wrecks since the restart. And he's trying to get out of this and get towards the front, but he just can't get to the bottom. And every move he makes on the outside, he gets no help behind him and he gets stalled out. He is about 2/3 of the way back in the pack, and he's got to make his way back up here. Oh boy, almost some contact between Harrison Burton and the 93 of CJ McLaughlin. Down the back straightaway. Busch trying to make a move, but Burton's blocking him. Behind Gregson. Tommy Joe Martins in line behind him here. Championship 4, all 3 drivers are ahead of Busch. Busch trying to make moves. We have seen him make a lot of them today. He's been very aggressive, but it's worked out for him. Will it work out again? Well, we got the full length. We got strict yellows, except for when I'm on road courses, I have relaxed. I mean, as far as the gameplay settings, I think it's just the situation of the races, and that, and with the realistic commentary, I feel like is what makes it, I try to make it more exciting than what it may seem. That's the idea of it. Even on the dollar portions of the race, but we've had some just stellar races lately. We've been very lucky with that. We get some dry moments every now and then, but oh wow, the 15. That was Howard on the outside there. They got really loose in the tri-oval. He hangs on to it. Allgaier leads the championship 4, but he didn't hop in front of Busch when he had the chance. Kyle has a run. Kyle Busch to the championship 4 lead off of turn 2. Still got some cars ahead of him though. Big run for Kyle Busch. All the way to the bottom now. 3 wide for the lead into turn number 3. 13 to go at the line this time by Starr and LeBay side drafting each other up there, and Kyle Busch to the lead off of turn 4. But he just gave up the bottom, and that was a big no-no, and now he gives up the middle lane also. So Busch never officially took the lead at the line. It is LeBay. Well, Busch still in the lead in the championship 4. So he barely squeezes between the 78 and the 18. Briscoe, I believe he's the first driver lap down in 18th. He's trying to get back on the lead lap and hope for a caution. Give himself a shot. Oh man, Busch a little out of shape there. Almost got into the side of Chastain. You know how badly Chastain wants to win after pretty much having the win last night until blowing a tire on the final lap of the race while leading by about a second over Busch. Busch got the win. He's trying to go back-to-back to not only win the races but win the championship. 12 to go. He's back up to third again, trying to put himself in the lead and put himself in position. Unstalled out right when he got to the back of the 36. Busch wants to be the control car of this pack. I would love to be a broadcaster for NASCAR. That's the ultimate goal here, and that's the main reason why I started the channel. Taking my first steps into a broadcasting career, hopefully in the future. Definitely one of the dreams of mine. Once I found out I wasn't going to be a driver because of the funding and everything that goes into it, broadcasting was, I mean, pretty much since like my freshman, sophomore year of high school, I was like, all right, you know, broadcasting would be really cool. Alex LeBay still leads. He's looking for his second win of the season. Oh man, he goes high to block Busch. Busch has a run. Can he side draft LeBay? Is he there? Trying to get on that right rear corner panel. He's not quite there yet. Vinnie Miller trying to give help from behind. Busch hops back down to the bottom though. Miller is hung out to dry on the outside. Michael Annett, Anthony Alfredo side by side back there for it looks like 5th place. 4th place rather. Oh no, Busch lost the bottom. Mills gets under him. Here it comes, Justin Allgaier. 10 to go, by the way. Mills is a lap down right now, and Busch is back to second still. Oh man, he got really tight off of turn 4. He's on his final set of tires here. And here comes Allgaier to his back bumper for the championship lead between Allgaier and Busch. Well, Busch drove it off deep into turn 3. He really wants to hold the bottom now. Wherever Allgaier goes, Busch has to go. He is committed to stay in front of him. Busch still trying to get to the lead if he can. Mills trying to get back on the lead lap right now. Busch, big run. He fakes Mills out there. He's able to get underneath Matt Mills. Allgaier looks like he's just going to follow Busch. Well, Mills hop in line in between Allgaier and Busch. He couldn't do it. Oh, man, Kyle got really tight there. Alex LeBay's doing a great job controlling the field here in the late going of the race. This is what we dreamed of a scenario to happen when we first started the season, was a shot at the title at Talladega. Oh, LeBay goes high to block Busch. Busch had the run to the outside. He fakes down low. But the run was already stalled out. And here comes Justin Allgaier all over the back of the 54 again. I think they might work together to get to the lead and then settle their differences then. There's still 8 to go. Where is Annett and Alfredo? Alfredo's in 5th right now, so he's working his way through the field. Busch to the bottom for the lead. Off of turn 2. Kyle Busch to the lead. Allgaier right behind him in 2nd. These guys may have to win the race to win the championship the way they're running here. Allgaier on that inside line. Busch is getting way out ahead of these guys into turns 3 and 4. Outside starting to form more cars. LeBay fades back though. Allgaier holds on to second for now. Here comes Ryan Sieg in the mix all of a sudden. He'll drop in line back behind Annette again. When will Michael Annette make the move? If he can. He has to get clear of the 36. Oh man, Haley in the wall. Justin Haley gets into the wall getting into turn 1. He's going to lose a lot of ground back there, right around 4th or 5th. And again, Busch is getting way out ahead of the field off of turn 2. I think Allgaier might have let up to try and get a big run. Busch is getting way out ahead of these guys. And here comes Annette. Oh, he's got a huge run. He's probably about 5 miles an hour faster, but he gets right to the back bumper of Busch. He's waiting to make his move. He is all over him. He looks high. Busch goes high. LeBay all the way on the outside still. 6 to go. Joe Nemechek almost got underneath the 7 of Allgaier. Justin's got to be careful. 33 people watching. Thanks for everybody tuning in. This is the championship for Talladega. Busch, Allgaier, Alfredo, and Annette for the title. With Busch leading and Allgaier right behind him as he tries to hold him off. Alfredo is also in the top 5. Oh, Busch overdrove it way too much into turn 3. Right to the bottom, the car just kept turning on him. He's still in the lead though. Somehow, some way. Whatever happens, he can't let Annette by him. He'll block the top to try to control the lanes. But whatever happens, he has to stay in front of Allgaier no matter what. 5 to go. Record for the most people watching is 39 in one stream. I believe it was in Charlotte Roval, if I'm not mistaken, for the Cup Series. But it's been about a month since we got there. We can definitely break that tonight. On a Monday night, nonetheless. That'd be huge. Don't forget about Alfredo. Don't forget about Annette. We're not sure where he's at. We know he's on the lead lap, though. I mean, he could be anywhere in that pack for all we know. He's definitely not in the top 5. Oh, no! Busch gets tied over turn 4! And Justin Allgaier to the lead. Oh, man, he just got really tight. We've seen that happen every now and then. Allgaier goes high. There's 4 to go. Alfredo still on the bottom. Busch still trying to work the outside. He's hanging on to second place. Kyle's doing well on the top right now. He's got a big run. To the inside. They're 3 wide for the lead. Busch up the middle for the championship. Alfredo second in line on the inside. Busch is going to clear Allgaier. But he can't get to the bottom. Nemechek's there. And here comes Alfredo now for the championship. And he's got the lead. Actually, Nemechek's a lap down, so with Nemechek being a lap down, Alfredo is the leader. And Nemechek is now on the outside. 3 to go. Can't wait till the last lap. Just in case there's a caution. We saw a caution on the last lap at Darlington last night. Busch might have to work together with Nemechek. He gives him a shot, trying to get the outside to go. Busch trying to go back up the middle again. He's got a big run to the back of Alfredo. He is there. He looks low. He's underneath him. Side by side for the championship lead in through 3 and 4. Kyle Busch has cleared him all by himself. Extra help now from Fincham. Alfredo still trying to lead the outside. He's getting another big shot from behind. Not sure who's helping him. I think it's Nemechek in the 47. There's 2 to go. Oh, man, way up high to block Alfredo. And back down to the bottom to control the lanes. Allgaier's second in line in the middle, I believe, behind Nemechek. I could be wrong. Anthony Alfredo has Alex LeBay behind him, and a caution will come out. Oh, my goodness. Caution, and we go to overtime here at Talladega. Oh man, when he thought it couldn't get any more interesting. And Alfredo will get the line up right behind Kyle Busch. Allgaier's in 6th. He'll be 3rd in line on the outside. Aiden Roland, welcome to the stream, just in time. Annette's back in 16th right now. He's got a ways to go, but don't count him out. It is Talladega after all. Yeah, I mean, it's checkers the records for the championship at this point. We've come all season, and we're down to this. Anthony Hanley, welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. Here we go. Championship 4, overtime, Talladega. Who will win it all? Busch, Allgaier, Annette, or Alfredo. Busch with a good restart. Controls the lanes. Oh, man, he's getting... Busch is getting a decent ways out ahead here. Is Fincham going to pull to the bottom in front of Alfredo? Busch is hoping he does. And he does for a moment. He might let him go. And there's Allgaier on the outside. He's looking for help. He's done that a few times on restarts. He's fading back, but don't count him out. Busch has a decent-sized gap to everybody back there. That might not be good. Well, Busch doesn't have to win the race. He just has to beat the other 3. As we get up to speed off of turn 4, we are going to have 1 lap to go this time. Fincham trying to get around Busch with Alfredo pushing him from behind. And actually, Alfredo lost a few spots. Something happened to Anthony Alfredo. That's actually Jesse Little in 3rd. Alfredo must have stalled out on the restart or something. He is nowhere to be found in the top 5. Busch is the only one up there. Off of turn 2. And there's Alfredo. Alfredo's on the outside. He's getting pushed by David Starr. Oh, man. Busch all the way back down to the bottom. The 3 wide back there. Alfredo stuck in line behind Fincham, I believe. Off of turn 4. Got to come all the way around the front stretch. Kyle Busch trying to hold on. Oh, he tries to block the bottom on Jesse Little. He does. Back to the top on Vinnie Miller. Kyle Busch has won the 2020 Xfinity Series title on NASCAR Heat 5. Kyle Busch has done it, winning the race and the championship in thrilling fashion. Man. He already burns out the engine in the victory celebration. Unfortunately, that was a premature ending, but Kyle Busch wins the title with the championship 4, 2 of which at least in the top 5 for a large portion of those last 10 laps. Unbelievable. What a race, man. Kyle Busch has done it. What a race. What a season. What a playoffs. What a everything. The playoffs and the season in general for this NASCAR Xfinity Series season is one to go back and watch from start to finish. Let me tell you that. That is definitely the bottom line, because I mean, we've seen so many epic moments, epic races, a heck of a battle for the regular season title between Busch and Cindric. Came down to 5 points at the end of the regular season between the two. Busch barely beat him out. And the epic races in the playoffs that we had all the way through. It was awesome. What a season. It's going to be a tough championship 4 to beat, but we still got 2 more championships to go through. We got Vegas for the Truck Series tomorrow night, and we got Darlington for the Cup Series championship. We'll try to go for the clean sweep. Unbelievable. We will have 1 more season for each series on NASCAR Heat 5. We'll run stages with that said season. It won't be custom schedule. We'll be doing the actual 2020 schedule that was supposed to be put in place for each series before the start of the season. Unbelievable. Kyle Busch, your champion for the NASCAR Heat 5 custom schedule Xfinity Series season on the channel. Season 1, that is, obviously. And take a look at your running order here. Kyle Busch with the win. Vinnie Miller second. Jesse Little in third. Jeremy Clements fourth. Riley Herbst in fifth. Chad Fincham sixth. Alfredo was the next closest championship driver in seventh. David Starr eighth. Ninth was Daniel Hemrick. Justin Allgaier, your third championship driver, in 10th. Michael Annett finished 16th, right where he restarted there. That is your 4 championship drivers. They all finished on the lead lap. Only 18 drivers finished on the lead lap today. 7 cautions total. What a race. What a race. My goodness. And even though Alfredo finished 7th, everything that went down before that caution came out with 2 to go, we had 3 of the championship 4 drivers battling for the lead in the final, like, 10 laps of the race, trading the lead back and forth. We were 3 wide at one point. Like, you can't script that. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. I will be taking fan vote for the next season. Except for the Cup, I will be using Blaney because he's my favorite driver, and I did not use him for Season 1. So, but for the Xfinity and Truck, I'll leave it up to the chat when the time comes, when I go to start the season. Man, what... It's hard to not even grin after the finish of this race tonight, because this was awesome. This could be the best race on the channel in history, knowing what was at stake. Again, this season is one to go back and watch the highlights for. I mean, this was awesome. And to cap it off with a championship in thrilling fashion. And there's Kyle Busch in victory lane at Talladega. Man. Yeah, I had a bad feeling that would happen, Joshua, but I will do my best. We only DNF'd 3 times on this Xfinity Series season. Knowing what all came down to, we had to point our way in going into Darlington. We won it. There's so much drama. Unbelievable. Races Natalie Decker in the Trucks for a Challenge. Hey, if you guys vote for it, I will do it. I will literally race anybody. Anybody outside of Kyle Busch or Chase Elliott, because I used them already. 37 laps led for Kyle Busch. He led the most laps today. 37 of the 113 laps led. Started 33rd. What a race. We're going to leave it at that, ladies and gentlemen. Heck of a night. I hope that you guys are subscribed. If not, what are you doing? This was a heck of a race. We have daily full race live streams on the channel with NASCAR video games with a realistic broadcast, just like you saw here tonight. Again, that is on the daily, so please subscribe for more daily NASCAR content if you are into stuff like that, even if you're a NASCAR fan. For sure, that this is the place to be, man. This is the place to be, that is for sure. Hit the like button down below if you enjoyed the race, the commentary, the video in general. How could you not? Smash the like button. We should easily, with the amount of people we had tonight, easily have 50 likes by the end of this race. We got 12 right now. But regardless of the fact, that is going to do it here for this one. And I will see you guys tomorrow night. Truck Series Championship, Las Vegas. We'll go 2 for 2, hopefully, and hopefully that turns into 3 for 3 eventually. So that is going to do it here for this one. Have a good rest of your night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.